Assalamu alaikum. My name is Danish Ahmad, and I am surveyor in Department of Antiquities and Archaeology. We are here at Chanhu Daro. I came here first time in this excavation and working with French archaeologists, and we are working together here. And I want to thanks to Director Excavation and Director this mission, Ms. Aror and Mr. David.
And where is she? Here. Yes, hello. Good morning. My name is Margareta Tengberg. I'm a professor at the Natural History Museum in Paris. And this morning we'll show you how we do manual flotation at Chanhu Daro. So first of all, we will have sediment that comes from the excavation that we have collected in interesting contexts, mainly linked to domestic uses, fire, craft activities, like carbonized contexts that we are specifically interested in. So we have here Sikander, who comes with sediment from the archaeological excavation, and he will hand over this sediment to Shahnawaz, and they will start the flotation procedure. So Shahnawaz will take the sediment. He will pour it in a bucket that we have graduated beforehand with the liters. So now he will check how much volume there is on the bucket, and then he will just note in a notebook the number of liters. And it's very important to note the volume just before you start the flotation process. Okay, so for manual flotation you don't need that much equipment, but what you need is a sieve, or here we have a sieve with a textile in it. And we have specified a textile with very small mesh. It's just 300 microns. It's equal to 0.3 millimeters. And it's important to have this very fine mesh because we want to find small seeds that were present at the excavation. So now we'll give the sieve to Shahnawaz, and Sikander will take the sediment and we'll start the flotation procedure. So we'll go. Yes, so now we're starting the flotation procedure. So Shahnawaz will pour the sediment from the archaeological excavation into this bucket filled with water. And he's pouring very gently a part of the sediment, not too much, maybe a liter or maximum 2 liters in one. Perfect. And what you can see here now is that carbonized remains like charcoal, seeds, those remains we are interested in, botanical remains, are floating on the surface. You can really see them coming up from the sediment because they are floating. So now what Shahnawaz will do is to pour it gently in the sieve. And while doing this, the charred plant remains that we will analyze in the laboratory afterwards, they will be separated from the soil and they will be kept in the sieve. So it's a very efficient method to separate the soil from the carbonized plant remains. And then when it's done, we'll repeat this operation several times. So we put more water in the then we'll put water in the sediment again. And repeat the operation twice, maybe 3 times or 4 times, until there are no more plant remains in the water. And then we can consider that we have separated all the plant remains. Yes, so now when we are ready, we will take off the twigs here and fold the textile. And I tell again that this is a calibrated textile, so it's very fine mesh. And now we'll put it to dry on the line. You can clean it a little bit. It's a good idea to make it clean. And then when the textile is clean enough, we'll go and put it on the line to dry. So here we have the floated sample, and then we will just let it there to dry slowly during a day or two before we'll pack it in a hard box, and then we'll bring it back to the laboratory. And that's where really my job starts, because then I have to analyze, look under binocular loop to look at the plant remains, identify them in order to know what people were eating, cultivating, what trees were growing in the environment of Chanhudaro 4,500 years ago. And that will be the last stage of the archaeobotanical study. But the quality of the data is really much dependent of the first stages. And that's where we will collect the material that we will analyze then in the laboratory.
These charcoals come from the sites, from the oven probably, or different position in the layer, archaeological layer. They were taken from the site, and there was after put in flotation to just have the seeds, the charcoal seed. And if you come, you will see this little piece of charcoal. These are probably, among many things, of course, seeds, burnt seeds. And these seeds have to be studied to identify which plant is it. With this, we will be able, the archaeobotanist, we will be able to recognize which was the diet of the peoples and which was the landscape, of course. Inside. According to the instruction of Professor Dr. Tengberg, I prepare the box. So after putting the seeds and all the sediment, after flotation of course, in the box, we put this part of paper to avoid the shock during the travel. So the seed will come in Paris without destruction. With precaution, the box, and I put the identification number C, D for Chanhudaro, 24, this is this year, number 6, it is the operation 6, and UF, unity of excavation, 41, and with this we will be able to know from where exactly comes the seed. And after we put it in the box in prevision of photography for the authorization of exportation.